Bonjour tout le monde, or good morning, whichever language you prefer. Welcome to my YouTube page, first of all. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and stopping and watching this video. Thanks, appreciate it. I normally don't do videos giving advice or talking about anything because I feel like everybody out here talking, but ain't nobody saying much of nothing. But I just feel the need and I'm compelled to share this thought with you all. For all those believers who've read the book and, you know what I'm saying, even non-believers who don't read the book, who still know about the end of times and revelations and things like that. In the end, you all know, when God comes and lifts up the church and lifts up his bride, which is all those who chose to sacrifice for him now, all those who chose to live for him now, all those who chose to work for him now, all those who chose to endure and stand in courage now, all those who chose not to follow the crowd now, all those who chose not to be caught up in the mess now, all those who chose to do daily inside maintenance of yourself and your soul now. All those people, that's the church, that's his bride. I'm included. Right, Jesus? I'm included, right? Okay. I'm included. And he's going to come and get us. Then there's going to be people who are left here. Everyone who left here isn't going to hell. Everybody who's left here is not going to hell. Okay, and this is for clarification about the 144,000 for y'all who don't understand that. After the church is lifted and the bride is gone, there's going to be people left. So when you read, at the end, Christ said he's only going to save 144,000. No, he's going to be saving 144,000 after he already lifted up his bride. So those 144,000 are people who fixed it or changed their mind after they got left. Period. Simple as that. So that's not the whole mass of people. There's billions and billions of people on this planet. God ain't just taking 144,000. Stop playing. Okay? Anyways, so he's going to come and get us, and then people are going to be left here. The people are left here are going to be here, have to decide what they're going to do. Either you're going to take the mark of the beast or you're going to die. And everyone seems to think, oh my God, why would Christ do that? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just used your name in vain in this context. That was so stupid. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, why would he, want us to be beheaded? Why would he do that? Why would he Listen carefully, my friends. The reasons why you have to die at the end is because you chose not to die now. You chose not to die of flesh now. You chose to feed your flesh. You chose to embark with your flesh. You chose to be one with thine flesh. You chose to follow thy flesh and not make thy flesh follow you. And because of that, you now have to die of flesh. God is not happy or pleased. The fact that there's going to be people who die. He's not happy with that. And after you get left behind, that should be the end of it. But it's not. He gives you one more shot. He gives you one more chance to try and fix yourself. He gives you one more shot to try and get in. But it's not an easy shot. That shot requires death. Probably a beheading. And that's funny to me. Because why not just shoot somebody? Why not do what everybody else did? Why are you going to go back to beheading? Same Satan yesterday, same Satan today. Anyways, so everyone has this feeling like, God is a mean person. Christ is an angry person, full of wrath, and they're just going to kill everyone who doesn't agree with them or doesn't side on their side. No. God gives everyone a chance, a double chance at that, to get it right. You have a chance now to live your life according to what he wants to see in heaven. The way he's asking you to live now is because that's how they live in heaven. Do you think someone who's unclean, who can't forgive their neighbor, who can't let things go, who can't love unconditionally, who has hate, who is racist, how are you going to live in heaven? Everybody up there, all different races, all different creeds and colors. You going to be up in heaven talking about, we're going to have to make zones. You can't live on this golden street. You're going to have to live on the next one, black person. Y'all gotta stop thinking with this earthly democratic mindset. If you're someone who's walking in the kingdom of God, switch your mindset. Your mindset needs to be a kingdom mindset. Do you understand? You need to change your mindset. It needs to go from, I'm in a democracy and there's all these choices and I could choose whatever and I could do whatever because it's a democracy and I can do what I want, into a kingdom. In a kingdom, the king rules. His rules are final. Everyone in his court is there to make sure that those rules continue to be enforced and continue to be final. Everyone in the kingdom works to please the king. Everything that's done is to honor the king. That's where we're going, to a kingdom, not a democracy. So I just want everyone to think about that. Die for Christ now, so you don't have to die later in the flesh. Die for Christ now. Die of the flesh now, so you don't have to go and get beheaded later. Just do it. Have self-control. Have strength. Have courage. Have courage to not do what they're doing. Have courage to not say what they're saying. Just have courage, you know? And later on, you won't be able to work for Christ. You won't be able to go to the church and do your ministries. You won't be able to praise and worship and honor him with your music. You won't be able to go and evangelize. You won't be able to do any of that. Everything you do, everything you could have had a chance to do to show God that you're down with him, it's going to be taken away. And the only way you're going to be allowed, you're going to be able to show Christ that you're down with him is to literally die. And it's not because he wants you to die. It's going to be because you won't be able to work for him to prove yourself. So the only way you're going to be able to prove yourself is to die. Just in case you missed it. God is not a mean kid with a magnifying glass. Christ is not the jealous stepbrother. Everything is done in love. So I encourage and I implore everyone, seek God while you can find him, because he about to go silent. Seek him while you can find him. And in addition to that, sacrifice now so you don't have to sacrifice later. Because that sacrifice later is going to be a harder one to do. Imagine if you got kids and you in the last days and you can't sell or buy anything to feed your children unless you got the mark of the beast. Are you letting your kids starve? Are you? Or are you going to get them some food? Why make that decision when you can choose right now to live your life in a way that's pleasing to the Creator so that you don't have to do sacrifices like that? God is a God of love. And before he gets here, he's going to exhaust every option and chance it's going to be to give everyone a shot to get in. Everyone's sinful natures and they're all about me, self-righteousness is what's going to cause them not to get in. Not because the rules were too hard. They're going to outright blaspheme and dishonor Christ. Please, work for Christ now while you can. Work for Christ now while it's available to you. While it's easier for you to prove yourself. Yeah, we all can't get... us getting into heaven is by grace. But your crown, your rubies, your location in the kingdom, please understand. That's not going to be a by grace thing. You earn your diamonds. You earn your rubies. You earn your pearls. You earn your crown. Back in the day, I used to be like, oh, you know what, Christ, I just want to get in, bro. Like, I know I'm not, brethren, we brothers and sisters, you feel me? Let me slide with you, Christ, you feel me? Like, I used to be like, I used to be like, God, I'm so trifling, just let me in. And even if I get in, I don't mind. I'll be the janitor. I'll be sweeping this thing. I will keep them golden floors washed. As I got older, that's not enough for me. I don't want to be a janitor in heaven. I want a crown. I want so many diamonds and rubies that everyone who walks past me thinks, dang, what was she doing on the earth that earned her that? A story's being written. A story is being written. Are you going to be an awesome character? Or are you going to be the foolish characters that we keep reading all the time in the Bible, who didn't listen, who couldn't wait, who didn't have no patience, who couldn't wait for Christ? Are you going to be those people? Because if you think what's happening right now on the earth, what we're doing and how we're living is not a recorded situation, like, come on, my friends. And no one has to really agree with me. That's the one thing that I've also learned about being the Christian that I am. I don't give a hoot nan who agrees. I don't give a hoot nan who believes me or thinks I'm crazy. I'm going to be crazy all the way till Christ gets here. You feel me? I'm going to be insane till he pull up. You got me? Period. I don't want to sweep the floor no more. I want a gigantic crown. I want a new name. I want diamonds, rubies, and pearls. I want a standing O. I want to clap. And I want a well done, my good and faithful servant.